Ezra Levant for the Rebel.media. I am at a Christian refugee camp in northern Iraq, in the Kurdish region, near the city of Erbil. Behind me, a Christian church. I was just in there. It's packed. People are praying openly as Christians, obviously, across outside the building. Many of these apartments, they're called caravans. They're not really apartments. They're air-conditioned, though. They have satellite. They have kitchens. There's an infirmary here. There are thousands of Christians living here. Now, this is not a United Nations refugee camp, because United Nations refugee camps are not suitable for Christians, because the same sort of anti-Christian bigotry you find in Iraq in general, you find concentrated in those UN refugee camps. The Muslim refugees persecute the Christians in those refugee camps. And since those UN refugee camps are quite often the source of refugees towards the West, that's one of the reasons why so few Christians who are the subject of genocide make it to the West. So what are we doing here in this Christian camp? What are we doing here for the rest of the week? We're doing two important things. First of all, we're telling the story of Christians in Iraq and the systematic ethnic cleansing against them perpetrated not only by the Islamic State, but by other factors too, other countries trying to push the Christian fact out of this region that was once majority Christian. But we're doing something else too. We knew it would be bad. We're here to document just how bad it is. And this is one of the better camps, by the way, in the city, well-funded, well taken care of. We're going into deeper and darker places. We're going to places that were more recently liberated from ISIS. And I know what we're going to find. I know it's going to be horrific. And so we're not just here to document and to journalize what we're finding. We're here to do something about it, a small thing, but we're going to do something. And we're going to bring humanitarian relief. We've set up the website, SaveTheChristians.com. We're funding two different projects. One is our journalism. That's the flights, the hotel, the cameras. That's one bucket to get the story out. But we're setting up a different fund at SaveTheChristians.com. 100% of the proceeds from that will go to actually doing humanitarian work, whether that's buying air conditioners or water filtration or generators or food or medicine. Well, that's one of the things we're here to find out. We brought with us $10,000 US worth of food hampers, just basic staples like canned tomatoes, cooking oil, sugar, tea. But we're going to find out what they really need here. We've started with $10,000 US, but our goal is to raise up to $1 million to actually do something about it. You know, it's a pleasure to be here in the Middle East and see young girls walk by without a hijab, without fear. You wouldn't even see young women walking freely in many countries in the neighborhood. This is the last vestige of one of the earliest Christian communities. But if we have anything to say about it, they'll be here for many centuries to come. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. We're here in Iraq finding out how to stop the genocide against Christians. If you want to help us, either with our journalism or our humanitarian mission, go to SaveTheChristians.com.